Hey now.
Hey now.
Come on, give it to me, guys. I need a little something here.
Got it. Hey now,
gentlemen.
On Howard Stern. I mean, this is like a dream for me. Maybe not. I don't know, Jackie, Mina, Woody. I sense you do listen to Howard Stern a little bit, but this is an amazing get. This is exactly what we need right now. And what we got was, 90 minutes? 2 hours? This is incredible. Mina Kimes, what did you take away from Brady on Howard Stern?
First, that it's impressive someone can talk for 2 hours without saying anything remotely controversial. Again, Brady he's remarkable at that. It's really a skill at this point. Didn't find anything particularly surprising, especially his comments about legacy and how legacy doesn't really mean much to him. Some people were surprised by that. I was not, because I think that was the biggest takeaway from his decision to go to Tampa Bay, right? Because if legacy was first and foremost on his mind, he would have stayed in New England. But he cares about other things. He wanted the best offense, the best football situation for him to show he can continue playing at a high level as quarterback, and also to go to a situation where he has some degree of autonomy and a voice. And I think he got all of that with the Bucs. So legacy didn't factor into any of this.
Okay, that is a banned word, the L word. But since it was Brady who said it first, we're going to let that one slide. So really, you think he said nothing for 2 hours? I think Stern got more nothing out of Brady than anybody's ever gotten out of Brady. I mean, he said he smoked marijuana in high school. Did you know that as a reporter, Mina? I mean, this is new news, right? This is something. This is.
I don't hold it against him. I think it's impressive.
Honestly. No. Of course. All right, Jackie Mac, you know Brady as well as anybody as well on this panel. What was your takeaway of Tom on Howard?
Well, my takeaway was similar to Mina's in this. He was so careful, and I was hoping he wouldn't be. I was hoping this was the day he sort of let it all hang out. But that won't happen for a long time. And here's the thing that I've said all along about this situation with Brady and Belichick, because really, isn't that what we all care about? Brady and Belichick got sick of each other. Shocking, right? Of course, it happens. There wasn't one thing. It was 1,000 cuts. It wasn't one gaping wound because of TB12 being banned in the stadium or Bill Belichick's fascination with Jimmy Garoppolo. It was just two professionals who drove each other very hard, who started out together on this journey and accomplished a tremendous amount. And now both of them are like, yep, I'm good. I'll see you. And I think that in his own way, that's what Tom Brady projected to me in this interview.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we didn't get it in the interview? Do you think there's one singular moment that was the break?
No, I don't. I don't think that, because I think this is really literally over 2 decades of Brady always showing up early, showing up for all the off-season work, and then having a family and deciding maybe I'm not going to show up for them. Yeah. We can't stress Guerrero enough and his entrance into Tom Brady's life, and how he leaked into Bill Belichick's very tightly bound locker room. I think those things. Bill Belichick's idea we all knew it, that he likes to move on from players 2 years before they're going to hit their decline, never mind when they're about to hit their decline. All of those things rolled into one.
Right. But also from Brady's perspective, he had said on this interview with Howard that he knew this would be his last season going in.
That was interesting. That was interesting to me, because I think we all knew that. And those of us who've been here and watched this unfold, the house went up for sale, and sometimes you shouldn't make too much of that. But in this case, it seemed to be something.
There were some other things in play. I mean, the Patriots brought in Antonio Brown. If that works and the season plays out differently, maybe then, Brady adjusts his team.
Maybe not, because I still think that Belichick was ready to make a different move, and because he cares about the salary cap and he cares about the finances of it. All of those things matter. But to hear Tom Brady say that out loud, Tony, to me, that was the biggest takeaway.
And you, Woody?
I felt like I must disagree with the other professional panelists. I thought he said a lot of something when you felt like it was nothing. And I go back to the origin of their relationship. When he was drafted in the 6th round and the coach wouldn't call him, and I know, Jackie, you think that's a normal procedure that they don't call 6th rounders. I disagree with you. I've been covering drafts since the 1970s. And if you got a quarterback, you got somebody that actually you believe in that's going to be a major part of your franchise at some point, you do reach out to it. I know that John Elway in Denver reaches out to all his draft picks. We're talking about 7, 8, 9 guys that you reach out and say, hey, congratulations, you're part of the team. I think that set the tone for their entire relationship, that I felt like that they never really had anything more than a professional relationship. Did you ever hear about them going out to dinner or sitting next to each other?
Do they need to? Is that needed in any?
And Woody, if I may, first of all, the 6th round, there's more rounds to go. The coach is working on trades. Nobody uses draft picks and trades for draft picks more than Bill Belichick. He might have been busy in the middle of the 6th round when they made that phone call.
Yeah, I think we're drilling down a little bit too here. Did anyone really want the juice, the dirt about Brady's private life? In a previous installment of Howard, that's what you'd have gotten. The first 20 years of Howard, 30 years out, this conversation goes differently. He's matured in such a way. He's done his own therapy. He'll talk about that a lot. Mina, were you surprised by some of that?
Yeah, I would have liked to hear more about the money, because I think that's the other thing that weighed into all of this. That's weighed into his relationship with the team, how he's viewed his sacrifices for the team over the years. It factored into his decision to leave now. Clearly, the offers they gave him. Now, I don't think Brady would have answered those questions, but that to me is sort of the big unspoken aspect of all of this.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.